Hey guys, this is Crimson, and welcome back to another Minus the Rumors podcast. Woo! Today is November the 14th for you guys, and let's go ahead and get straight into this. We have a lot of good things to cover with you. What do you say, Zero?
I say, hey, how's it going? And yeah, with
All
lots
right.
of great stories.
All right, first on the docket, we have Nintendo. So, Nintendo Direct had their first not podcast stream since their president has died since back in June. So they had a bunch of things they uh, threw out. So for the Wii U, I'm just going to kind of go over all the things, and then we'll delve into specific topics. For the Wii U, we had Final Fantasy VII's Cloud is coming to the Super Smash Bros. World. There will also be a Super Smash Bros. Specific Nintendo Direct set to air in December. So be sure to check that one. That'll be the next one that comes out. The new Legend of Zelda game for the Wii U is coming in 2016 officially. Twilight Princess HD has been confirmed for the Wii U, and there will be a Amiibo figure that will be able to work on the 2016 game as well. Star Fox Zero has been pushed back but officially for April. Mother 3 is getting a Wii U re-release, but only in Japan. New free content is on the way for Splatoon. More Amiibo figures are coming in January. A Wii U bundle for Christmas and Black Friday. And Super Mario Maker is now getting browser-based portals that makes it easier to search for levels. For the 3DS, we had Hyrule Warrior Legends. Includes several new characters, includes a female Link.
Ooh,
Dragon Quest 7 and Dragon Quest 8 3DS remakes are coming to the West. Fire Emblem Fates comes to two different packages, and there's an $80 special edition. Wireless-enabled versions of Pokemon Red, Blue, and Yellow are coming to the 3DS. Zelda Triforce Heroes is getting free DLC in December, and Pokemon Picross is a free-to-start game launching in early December. Now, that was a mouthful. Then we're going to go through and pick out the biggest stories. Now, this list was the biggest stories. There was a lot more that was discussed during the stream, and now we're just going to go down a little bit. So, first thing out of all that is Final Fantasy VII Cloud is coming to the Super Smash Bros. World, which is fantastic because that is not Nintendo. That is Square Enix.
right. That is great. I like it.
Yes. So I believe this was all. This will be a DLC for Super Smash Brothers. Have been doing this constantly, where they let the fans vote on who they want, and they get it.
I wonder.
So
I wonder how long before Master Chief is in Super Smash Brothers.
it's possible. I mean, they haven't ruled out any options.
Yeah,
So yes, this is really cool, really game breaking. This is it's big news. It's a lot of people are very excited to be able to play with Cloud. He's a fan favorite from cross platforms, and then I mean he has a giant sword. So what do you expect? Be sure to check that out. Also, Twilight Princess HD has been confirmed for the Wii U. They're going to be buffing up the graphics, remastering it. I saw the trailer. I was not impressed with the graphics, but hey, it's something. I do love this game personally, and I am glad to see it on the newest Nintendo console. It is an amazing game. I by far recommend it over most games.
I really need to get another Nintendo. I have not. I haven't played Zelda since Legend of Zelda
Oh
on
God.
Super Nintendo,
Oh God.
and I have a feeling that like people are gonna see me squee and giggle and just be happy in ways that no one has ever seen before.
Nah, I do recommend Twilight Princess as a game to play because it started on the GameCube and then the Wii, and then now it's going to be on the Wii U. And all this is in light of they're working on the Nintendo NX, so we'll see about that. Of course, the new Legend of Zelda game, which actually does not have a name yet, will officially be coming out 2016. This is a game I've been looking forward for forever now. Um, this is going to be the last huge game for the Wii U before they really start pushing the Nintendo NX, which is rumored to still, come out in 2016. I doubt it. It'll probably come out 2017, but this is definitely given a little bit of life to the Wii U system, which most people don't particularly love. It doesn't have a lot of third-party support.
Right.
So there's a lot of big games coming out kind of at the end of its life cycle.
How
So,
long? How long has Zelda been around? The Zelda series.
oh, 20, over 25 years.
Yeah. Is it the longest running video game series? I mean,
It's
I'm
up
not counting.
there.
I'm not going to count Mario Kart and Mario Party as a Mario series.
It's the Zelda franchise is just as old as the Mario franchise.
So 30 years old
I
ish.
believe Mario is slightly older, but I'd have to look at everything. I'd have to Google it. But it's one of the longest, one of the oldest franchises, one of the most popular franchises in the world by far.
Oh, okay.
Um,
Yeah, I just got the year on it. 1986 is when Zelda first first was shown to the world.
yep.
That's amazing.
Yes. So it's come a long way, and it's probably still a long way to come.
Hmm.
Which the just to add, the Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess HD edition will launch for the Wii U in 2016, which, to your question, happens to be the 30th anniversary of the franchise.
There we go. Zelda is 29. Oh my
29.
gosh.
And yep, it's about to turn 30, and there's gonna be all kinds of Zelda things coming out next year. So be looking out for that. Also, a personal favorite of mine, and also one of the oldest franchises and most loved, the classic red, blue, and yellow Pokemon games are returning to the 3DS. You can get them on the eShop.
That's right. People
So
people say how many Pokemon are there? How many Pokemon are there now in like the newest versions? 600 and something?
I think it broke 700.
700? Yeah, people ask me how many Pokemon there are and I say 150 still because, red, blue and yellow.
Yeah. So Pokemon Red launched back in 1996 in Japan, so it's not nearly as old as Zelda, but it's still pretty old, and it'll be on 3DS eShop. You'll be able to. There'll be some multiplayer capability that they've done to the game, so this is very exciting. Um, I freaking love this. I freaking love that the old games are being moved to the new consoles, even though they're not remastered. It's just, basically ported over, but they had to change all the coding because back at the third generation, they changed how the games work. So,
Right, they changed the engine on them.
yeah, completely. So,
Yeah, we talked about that a couple of weeks ago, trying to stick old Game Boy cartridges in
yeah.
a newer Game Boy.
Yeah, because they changed it to where you couldn't. You've always been able to trade with the previous generations up to I think between second and third gen. Anyways, but yes,
Hmm.
if you have a 3DS, be sure to pick up those games in February of 27th. Also, another fan favorite, Star Fox Zero. New release date slated for April, so you'll be able
Yeah.
to pick the Star Fox, which happened to be retired, and then a couple years ago they brought out a retirement for this, and now it's going to be in April. It got moved back just a slight bit, but it'll be in North America April 22nd.
April 22nd. That's a
Yes,
good day. That'll be a good
yes.
time.
But they moved it back because Nintendo likes for their games to not be broken when they come out, unlike all AAA titles.
Right. That is something Nintendo has done consistently.
Yeah, they
Is there's no
they
bugs.
Yeah, they really don't mind, hey, we're going to push it back, but it's going to be better. So
Hmm.
I'm like, go for it by all means. So that's the end of the Nintendo Direct in review. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Now we're going to go into a few more gaming pieces and whatnot. The first one is Minecraft has been listed for the Wii U.
Yes. Once again, I still don't own a Wii U, but I'm sure there are people that do that don't have Minecraft on other platforms.
But I'm not at all surprised by this. Minecraft is basically on every single platform there is, from the major consoles to every game, mobile gaming device. It's
Cellular
ridiculous.
phones, yeah,
Yeah,
tablets.
it's ridiculous. All the platforms. I don't think there's another game that is on more platforms than Minecraft, and it's fantastic and amazing. And I'm interested to see what they can do with that, what Mojang and Minecraft can do with that technology that Nintendo has, and the more family friendly and the exclusives, and it'll be interesting. As of right now, Mojang, Google, and no, Mojang, Microsoft, and Nintendo have not officially stated that it's released, but it got, I think, accidentally released on the European ratings board. So
Right. Uh, what else is coming to Minecraft? Oculus support, right?
Oculus support,
In
I think
2016, and then HoloLens.
HoloLens, and then all kinds of things. 1.9 is about to drop for the PC edition. I know the Windows edition is still in heavy beta, so it's Minecraft is still going strong.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. So we're all done with Minecraft. We're all done with Nintendo.
On to Steam.
On to Steam, guys. PCs for the win, right? The master race.
PC Master Race.
You don't even need a PC anymore for Steam, really. You just need a Steam machine, which is it's a dummy computer. Steam does have its own operating system. It's called Steam OS. It's
Yeah.
a Linux based operating system, and it runs on the Steam box or the Steam machines. Every time I hear that, I think like old school steampunk. Got a wooden box with copper piping running up the side and pressure
Yeah.
gauges and things on it. Yeah,
Yeah.
feeding it coal. No, Steam machines, guys. They've arrived officially. They've launched. They're great. What a Steam machine is basically a dummy computer that's got a relatively fast processor, a decent amount of RAM. You don't need to go above and beyond like you do with a gaming PC because you've got background processes and stuff. So you're looking somewhere between 4 and 8 gigabytes of RAM. And then you've got one or two high level video cards, usually running around 2 to 3 gigs of DDR5. And these Steam machines, there's there's three makers right now that have started listing and started selling. You can buy them today. Alienware, Zotac, and Cyber. I'm just going to cover these machines real quick. The NEN Steam box by Zotac. It's about $800.
Ooh.
Yeah, but here's what it's got. It's got an Intel i5 6400T, which is like a 3.8 gigahertz processor,
Yeah.
4 gigabytes of RAM, 1 terabyte of storage, and it comes with a GeForce GTX 960 video card.
Hmm.
Yeah. The Cyber Steam machine, not the Zotac, the Cyber, starts at $530 and it's configurable. But
Okay.
for $530, you can get an i3 4170, GTX 950 with 2 gigs of DDR5, a 1 terabyte hard drive, and 4 gigabytes of DDR3 memory. Their high-end Steam box from Cyber is $1,450. And it comes with an i7 4790, the 4790K, which is an overclockable CPU if you can get into the BIOS. 16 gigs of DDR3 and a GTX 980. And
Pretty
then,
legit.
yeah, that's pretty legit. I mean, that's a gaming PC right there.
Yeah.
But $1,450, you could build a gaming PC for that.
Yeah.
Their middle ground Steam box is $760. It's got an i5 4460, 8 gigs of DDR3, and a GTX 960, which that'll get you gaming, especially when you don't have background processes like Skype or Windows Update running or anything else. You don't have the ability to open multiple folders and things at once. I mean, you can download a game, you can download background updates on your games through Steam. That's pretty much all these things do, is they play games. Alienware, of course, you're not going to have a major computer release or a machine release, Steambox release, Media PC Center release without Alienware being there on opening day as well.
Yeah.
Alienware's machines, believe it or not, I've always thought Alienware was out of touch for price, right?
A little bit.
Little bit. Their base model Steam machine starts at $450. It's got an i3, 4 gigs of memory, GTX that has 2 gigs of DDR5. Their premium model. Now Zotac sells, or I'm sorry, Cybers sells for $1,450. Alienware's highest Steam machine box. Can you guess how much that's going to cost?
I'm gonna guess 25.
$750.
Okay.
Comes with an i7, 8 gigs of RAM, and a GeForce GTX graphics card with 2 more gigs of DDR5. So I'm going to guess that's a 970 graphics card. So I mean, that would be my ideal gaming computer right there. It's not too heavy. I haven't seen a game yet that requires 16 gigs of RAM, but I've seen plenty that require 8.
Yeah.
An i7 is plenty fast enough. 2 gigs of DDR5, as long as all you're playing is that one program, you should be more than fine with that. But yes. Oh, yeah, go ahead.
I still think you may be better off for the money to just get a computer.
Yeah, unless you can, if that's kind of where I'm at too. If you can afford the $1,500-$1,600 boxes and you're looking at, putting additions on them, like extra USB ports and things into it, which are gonna increase your power supply demand and stuff like that, you are better off building a PC. But I mean, if you're comfortably available to buy the low end versions, which will still play games just fine, they're not going to play the higher tier games. Like, you're going to have a hard time. You're going to have a bad time in Fallout 4 on the low end ones.
Yeah.
But they'll play older stuff just fine. They'll play non-huge AAA titles just fine.
Yeah.
I would probably go for a Steam box over going out and buying a new PS4 or Xbox One. I would spend the extra $100 and buy the Steam box. There's more Steam games available.
True. I mean, basically, for a couple decades now, the gaming industry has been ruled by 3 companies: Nintendo, Microsoft, and PlayStation or Sony. But now, there's now a 4th competitor that goes neck and neck with them all, and it's Steam. It's Valve. It's all those little companies that have all backed by Steam.
That's why Steam is my background this week.
Yep.
Not their logo or anything. It's just a picture of Steam coming off of a tea kettle.
Yeah. So.
What else we got? The Steam. Let's celebrate the rise of Steam machines a little bit further by having a huge sale on Steam games.
Yes.
And I do mean a huge sale on Steam games. Sadly, I closed my Steam when I opened my recording software for this, but there is it's kind of like a mid-season Steam sale. It's not their Christmas sale. It's not the Black Friday sale. It's not the summer sale. But right now, you can get Alien Isolation for $24.99, Ark for $20.09, Binding of Isaac Rebirth for $8.99. Now, I mean, these are some pretty hefty discounts, guys. These are at least 1/3 off.
Yeah.
You can, XCOM $7.49. This list is huge, so I'm just gonna start picking. I'm not gonna read it one for one because I think there's 70 something games here just in this list that I've got. Um, Dying Light $29.99. Now I know for a fact that's a $60 game, so that's half off.
Yeah.
Broken Age $8.49. That's normally a $15 game. Soma $25.49. That's 1/3 off because that's normally like a $30 game.
Yeah.
The Stanley Parable $3.74. That's a $10 game, so that's 75% off. Tabletop Simulator for $13.39.
To the Moon for $2.49.
Yep. Yeah, To the Moon. That's a great game. It'll make you cry.
Middle Earth: Shadow of Mordor for $17. I mean, there's some pretty good games in here.
There are some awesome games in here at great discounts. I just want to say, awesome job, Steam. Way to release this stuff. Thanks for giving us a sale to go with it.
Yep.
Hopefully it's still going when I get paid again. And you can't have the good. You can't have the good of the new Steam release, the Steam machine release. I'm going to stop calling them Steam boxes. Steam machines. You can't have the good of that release as well as the extra good of the sale without having some bad. And I think the people have spoken. I almost bought one of these. Steam has their own controller, the Valve controller, Steam controller. Yeah. And for the most part, people don't care for it.
Yeah, it's not very ergonomically made. It's like in a way they're trying to be different. They're trying not to look like a Xbox or PlayStation controller, but we did it right the first time.
Right. Video game controllers. I have one on my desk. Crimson's got one on his desk. I'm using a Microsoft Xbox 360 wired controller for my Steam games. You're using what are you using?
I personally got this week for the first time. I have a Logitech. Let me see. I've got it right here. Logitech F310 gamepad. So I like it.
So we both have 16-button dual analog gamepads. That's pretty much the standard for a game. They're not always shaped the same, but they have these features, and you're going to have at least 2 thumbsticks for the most part.
Yeah.
Unless you're playing on, like a Mad Catz Nintendo controller or something like that. Valve's controller has got 2 haptic touchpads on it. One of them's the directional pad, and one kind of works like the thumbstick on an Xbox 360 controller, the right thumbstick. There are 4 buttons on it, an X, B, A, and Y button. There is 1 thumbstick on the left-hand side, and it's not your traditional controller layout where you would aim in a first-person shooter with the right thumbstick usually when playing with a controller. You're using the haptic touchpad, so you've got this thing that's vibrating to let you give feedback. That's what haptic means. It vibrates, transmits sound via vibration. You're trying to aim with your thumb on just a smooth pad. So it's upsetting there. Driving simulators, the thumbstick will kind of get you there unless you're using it for your accelerator and brake pedal, which I know a lot of people that do, because then you're steering with a haptic pad.
Yeah.
The feel of the controller, from what I've read, hurts your hands just a little bit until you get used to it. It's because instead of having two grips on it, it's got more like horns at the back end that kind of force your thumbs down so that they center on the buttons. And it feels heavy but plasticky at the same time. I almost pre-ordered one of these. There is good news that comes with the controller, though. There is good news. Button layout and pad layout is completely customizable through Steam.
Yeah.
Which is going to help in the long run because you can upload your layout for a game to the Steam community forum for whatever game you're playing. And, you know, until more profiles get there that are like, hey, this is going to give you the most enjoyable experience, most reliable aiming, the best steering. It's kind of guess and check.
I've heard that, if you master the new Steam controller, it's perfect. It's amazing for any gaming thing. It's just,
I think
getting.
Yeah, I think that's what it is right there too. It's so ridiculously different that it feels almost alien in your
Yeah.
hands. And until you get used to it, it's just kind of awkward.
Yeah. Which, I think right now, no one can really compete with the Xbox Ones. Like, if you're just looking for, like, the best controllers you can get, basically the Xbox One Elite Edition controllers are basically the best on the market.
Right. Right. The Xbox Elite controller. That's the one with the back buttons. It's got a wider
Yeah.
grip. It's definitely heavier. That is the. It's worth its $150. Valve's
Yeah.
controller, by the way, is $50. You can order it right now. You can also get it in the bundle with Steam Link, which transmits game video and audio from your computer via Wi-Fi to your television, so you can play in another room
Yeah.
without moving your computer, which is awesome.
It is awesome, actually.
Yep. You can buy all that in a bundle. You can buy them individually. They're about $50 a piece.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or you could be like me and just get Logitech.
Or just get a Logitech for, 30, $40 probably.
Yeah, it was like that. Something like that.
Yeah. That's it for Steam.
Woo!
Yeah, woo. What else do we have?
Samsung.
Samsung. I have a Samsung phone. Do you have a Samsung phone?
I have a Samsung. Yeah, nothing.
Oh, you got a nothing Samsung?
Yeah.
What about virtual reality Samsung?
Woo!
Yeah, dude, we love virtual reality. We've been covering that a lot lately.
Yep. It's a new thing of the year.
Mm-hmm. People that want to play or, be immersed. Immersion. It's a great word. Immersion. It means to put yourself in. If you want to immerse yourself into a virtual reality world, you'll be able to very, very soon. And I do mean like November 20th soon. With the Samsung Gear VR, which is basically a face mask, kind of looks like an Oculus for your Samsung phone. It, pardon me. It allows you to play immersive games and view videos and pictures in virtual reality. It does this with lenses that magnify your phone's screen and then kind of warp it, make it wrap around your field of view. Sensors inside the phone can tell when you turn your head. In other words, the accelerometer that your GPS uses and screen rotation thing. And it causes the images to change accordingly so that you get the sensation of being in whatever you're looking at.
Yeah.
I think it's neat. I think it's neat technology.
I think it's just the next step. It's a small step, which is good. We need a few small steps after all these just huge leaps in technology.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it's a nice little thing to test the waters for the consumers and the industry as a whole.
Well, here's the best part about this. To test the industry, I like that you said that. Test the waters, test the industry. Right now, we're looking at huge prices. PlayStation VR, huge price. Oculus, pretty big price. HoloLens, forget about it. Pre-orders for the Samsung Gear VR start at $99. $99.
Pretty affordable.
That's quite affordable. The drawback is it doesn't work on all Samsung's phones. It works on the Galaxy Note 5, which sucks because I've got a Note 4, the S6, the S6 Edge, and the S6 Edge Plus. Other features that you can do with this is, other than playing mobile games that, support it, and I'm pretty sure once it rolls out and people see how it works, they're going to be popping games out like crazy for it.
Yeah.
You can watch your entire catalog of Netflix and TV shows. And yeah, you can watch all your films. It's kind of a Oculus feature. I mean, yes, it's Samsung, but honestly, the thing looks like an Oculus even.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan, honestly, of having, a piece of hardware, a big piece of hardware just like on top of my eyes. It's
I get headaches, and even my headset causes me migraines from the extra pressure on my head. I don't know how I would deal with something strapped around my face and putting pressure on the bridge of my nose and stuff like that. That and, I'd be that guy that would be walking while doing this. And I don't like the idea of having fake reality in front of me and walking into walls
yeah.
or into traffic.
That's why I like the idea of visual reality, but augmented reality is more.
Is the augmented reality is where it's at.
Yeah, it's more useful.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, you can pick this up for $99, starting at $99, soon as November 20th.
Right.
Wait.
Wait, what?
What?
Oh, I thought you said wait.
I said sweet.
Oh, sweet.
And you can pre-order this through Best Buy, Amazon, and Samsung.
Yes.
So. Woo.
Woo. Oh, let's see here. Aliens. Because, aliens.
Aliens.
Ridley Scott, maker of the Alien series, genius that he is, has said that Prometheus's sequel that's coming out, 2017, 2018. The Prometheus sequel, Alien Paradise Lost is its title, is going all the way back to Alien 1 from 1979 to explain who created the aliens and why. Now, I know we were promised that in Prometheus.
Yes.
And we got to see some pretty awesome features, or some pretty awesome, graphics in Prometheus. We also got to see Charlize Theron, which kind of makes my heart go pitter-pat. But, yeah. Basically, Ridley Scott says the Prometheus series was created to explain the background as to the Alien movie. Alien was great, except for you've got these things that show up and you don't know where they came from or why they're there, or why they hate humans. Like, seriously.
I like the mystery behind it.
You would be a true fan then. There's a lot of heat on this. Like, why would you wait 35 years to do this?
Yeah.
But basically what he said is when he went with the Prometheus spin-up is he's gradually going to work his way back to Alien 1. Prometheus 2 starts filming in February, and he's He's getting the script together. So cool, right?
Very
Yeah.
cool.
I think Prometheus was actually done to get people into the Alien series that are younger.
Yeah. Well, like myself, like I was born in '94, and Alien versus Predator, it's slightly before my time, especially the Alien series, and then it's like so Prometheus kind of brings it all back.
Mm-hmm.
Same with Star Wars. Star Wars, to be honest, is all before my time, but now with the new reboot, it brings it all back into my culture.
Right. Right. It's we gotta. It, we've said it before that Hollywood's out of ideas and things like that.
Yep.
I don't think they're out of ideas. I think they're out of great. I just don't think they can match the ideas from back when. So
Yeah, I
they
mean
so
there's a
they
lot to live up to.
so they come back to it. Like I'm predicting the next one will be like young Indiana Jones, or did they already do that?
I don't know. I'm expecting like Casablanca
Casablanca in color.
in color.
No, I want to
Um,
see. I want to see him redo Indiana Jones. Like the first we see of Indiana Jones, we know he's a professor. We know he loves history, and starts doing craziness, crazy adventures. Get these artifacts. It belongs in a museum. Well, so does Harrison Ford, but
yeah.
um, you know,
I think you won't see the I don't think you'll see like Indiana Jones be remade until Harrison Ford dies.
yeah, that's what I'm worried about. But I mean, I think they could reboot that. They not reboot it, but reinfuse it. If they went back to like when Indiana Jones was in high school, or even followed his father, who was played by Sean Connery in the movies.
Maybe.
Like if we learn, if we get video of his dad, or a film of what his dad does that sparks Indy's interest as a young boy, and you just start his life earlier until Raiders and such, Temple of Doom.
Possibly.
It would be awesome.
Possibly.
That'd be awesome in my opinion. But it'll probably never happen because I dream big and think small. Hmm.
If there were new things, what I'd like to see is I'd like to see some more video game movies, such as the Halo franchise, maybe the Zelda franchise,
I would.
different movie franchises jumping into it, like Assassin's Creed has done,
Assassin's Creed has made a movie or is making a
is
movie.
in works.
Resident Evil, the first Resident Evil kind of followed the line of the video game, and then it just all went downhill from there. Um, yeah, there haven't been too many video game movies.
The only one that has done it, I mean, Resident Evil, Halo's done it a little bit, but by they're small time movies. They're just like quick,
Right.
um, things that they've done, and they look fantastic. They're absolutely fantastic. But I want to see a full blown movie.
There was
And
supposed to be a Spyro movie released, but it got canceled.
yeah, I mean, if they want to do a Spyro movie, they've just got to reboot Spyro.
Yeah. What
So
what would I like to see for a movie? Video game movie.
if you're in chat, be sure to go to our YouTube video after the stream is done and tell us what kind of movie you would like to see or
Right.
video game movie.
Yeah, video game movies.
Which, talking about video game movies and connecting to our next story, the Minecraft movie comes out next year, doesn't it?
Yes. Yes. Pretty sure it does.
Minecraft movie comes out. The Portal to the Other World. It best be good.
Yes. I hope
Uh,
so.
I was not a big fan of Minecraft Story Mode just because of all the money they had. I think they could have made the animations and everything better.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't like the storyline. It's fine. It's just they could have made it look better, a little
Right.
bit more fluid.
Right.
But
I love the animations though. Minecraft Story Mode. It's
I think it could have been better.
my lights are doing that thing where they flicker.
All right, we'll do this piece then.
Mm-hmm.
Votable. So last week we told you to go check out the Votable UHC. It happened. Things happened. People died. It was awesome. Big thank you to all who supported the Votable UHC qualifiers. We raised $5,777 for the Syrian refugee relief. That is absolutely fantastic.
That is great. That is
So
amazing.
huge thank you to all those who donated. The winners of round one was the Elite, and Minecraft round two was the Veterans, which is basically V for V. And Cubic Cauldron, round three is Lightning Bolt and the Dark Stars. Round four was Blank Ores and the Squared Brewers. There will be two fan favorites that will go on as well. One of those has already been decided as MomoCraft because the biggest donator came from that team, and then the other one is still at large. So unfortunately, Highcraft, BRG, and the Valkyries did not make it to the next round.
No, sadly.
The
BRG was close.
BRG was very close.
iCraft was pretty close too, honestly.
They were somewhat close. BRG had a shot at winning that one. As well as the next UHC will either be on December 6th or December 12th, and it will be Christmassy themed.
Right.
So. So yes, a big thank you to all those who checked it out, who came in, donated, that supported our teams.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah. That's going to do it for us this week, guys. We thank you for watching.
Yeah.
Once again, Minus the Rumors is always looking for guest hosts.
Whoop whoop.
As well as full-time anchors.
Whoop whoop.
Whoop whoop. Requirements for guest host position just involve having something to record your voice with. And full-time anchors need a webcam and something to record your voice with.
Whoop whoop.
Whoop whoop. Send an email to minustherumors@gmail.com. Link underneath the now hiring sign. And we hope to see you guys next week.
Yep. See ya.
Bye.